I'm very excited for this, and I'm gonna be completely terrible.
Let's go. I'm so excited to be terrible too.
How do I keep track of spell slots?
It should show right there too. No, I think
Oh
it
wait,
has
yeah,
like a
you're
little
right.
thing
You're right.
there.
You're right. I
Yeah.
see it.
Oh my gosh, how many spell slots do I
He's
have?
No, no, no. It's because I
he
had the edit thing still on from when I was editing my character.
do a long rest just in case, reset everything in case it's not reset.
Okay, I did it.
But actually, Galtherian, how do I find out how many spell slots I have at this level?
How does? Yeah,
I-
sorry. Keep going.
If you click on spells in your
Yes,
character sheet,
I'm
There we
here.
go. Look at that. Look at that epic
y-
title right there.
Oh, I've got 4. It looks like I've got 4 first levels. I've got 3. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, it's totally straightforward and
4
easy.
first level, 3 third, and when they're full, they're uh, um, to you have them, and when as you use them, they deplete.
Perfect. No, this is very straightforward. I know how to use Foundry. What the fuck was I asking? Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you.
this is literally Foundry, so
Yeah.
it's safe.
Just that quick panic in your heart. How many spell slots do I have?
Where do I find my warlock spell slots? Or are they already there?
I'll check where they are.
Please.
It's literally there.
Oh, okay. I just had to
If
make
you
sure.
if you open the character sheet and you look at it, it's there.
My
Oh,
neck's
okay.
starting to hurt from staring at the giant lady.
It's Pact Magic first level, comprehend language.
Start to crane my neck from side to side.
Oh. Oh, I only get one spell. Like, okay, because I thought I had 2. Okay, I'm stupid.
Now you get
I
two at
literally
level
did
2.
that whole thing of like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
stupid.
yeah. It's just because of the Val thing. I thought every class got 2 at level 1.
No.
All right.
Warlocks are very fucked.
All right. I'm ready to start.
Let's
Everybody
go,
else good?
boo. Good.
Let me edit. How do I edit my HP again?
No.
I do
You
not
have
know.
to
You do not
you have
know.
to unlock your character sheet.
Edit sheet directly. Found it. I'll just put myself level 13 and
But you have to edit on your hit points. All right.
Just changing mine to 98 because that's what my generator said, which I couldn't change anyway. It's fine. I've got 94 hit points.
yeah,
What
I
was
don't know
wrong
where
with
to
your
put my
character
HP.
sheet? What was wrong with your hit points?
Oh, no,
I don't
my
know
hit
what.
points are 94, but my generated one was 98. So that's just me being cheeky as fuck, being like, I want to have the higher one. So I tried to manually change my hit points, but it didn't
Ooh,
let
I
me.
almost exited out the window. All right.
Okay, I'm done now.
Let's go, let's go.
All right.
Come on, Tavish.
Okay. So
King.
welcome to Island of Scrompasa. We are here. We are at the throne room right now. You all have been called to receive your reward for I guess an outstanding performance for several different reasons, which will be announced soon. King, uh, the king looks past everyone. It's a very serious look. He scans the room and he looks around and uh, when he looks at shoot, what was your name?
Anyway? Oh, no.
Cade.
Cade.
Yeah, Cade.
Wait, when he looks at Cade, you see his you can see his face redden up a bit. Cade, yes. So his face gets a little bit pale and red. But he fixes his composure. He stands up and loudly says, "We've all come today to give reward and recognition to these fine people here." And he looks up at Frost and then he motions her to to step away a bit because it's overshadowing. She's like, Oh, well. And she stands right here. And she sits down. Uh, and motions you to scoot over because you're blocking his view.
I kind of like, yeah, meander about.
And then he um, points at Frost first and says, "For giving us a very safe and stable, I suppose, relationship with the giants. Frost has done this country a great service. Though not a native, they have done excellent at establishing peaceful relationships with the giants, who before were looming above us." And then he points at Cade, his finger, and he says, "For rescuing my son during his
Wait, why'd he name me Juan?
one."
Oh wait, no, that. Never mind.
Oh,
That was
it's like
I'm
His name's Julian.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
says for
Okay, that was that.
Who-
rescuing my son from some terrible people. And then in your head, Cade, you hear him say, "You best not steal him from me."
Hey, Green, my mouth. Too late.
Too late.
Oh,
Can I roll it? My character rolls an insight. She wants to know what that's about.
you think that perhaps there's some sort of hidden meaning
He,
to what he's
Kate,
saying.
Kate has a very mischievous grin on his face, satisfied.
So mine's a +5, so that's an 11.
So
And I'm just like,
you didn't hear what he said to into his mind, but you do know you do. Oh, it's an 11.
yeah, it's an 11, bro.
Ah, okay. So you know that there's something going on between the two, but you don't know anything specific about perhaps
You do not know.
a spell or something. You do not know.
By the way, you
And
can roll straight away into roll 20 into Foundry and just tell the total
Oh
on
yeah.
the other side.
oh, I'm gonna try and use this rolling here because my favorite thing is to see you guys' rolls and to see my own
Oh.
rolls.
Ah,
I like
So
that. I
do
like
that
that.
too, if needed.
And then he continue. Well, he gets a he's a little he gets a little more red in the face, but he tries to get his composure back um and he looks at you.
My cloak is billowing, just so you know, guys. My
Oh,
cloak is
that
billowing
means
behind me.
he looks around for an open window. He's like, it's like,
I
oh,
chuckle and I move a bit closer like an old granny.
okay.
Oh,
and
young
kind of forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. I kind of forgot. What was how did you meet the king, or how did you get recognized by the king?
Oh, the story was not 100% because in case you wanted to add in, but I put in, um, you've forgotten about the storm where we met. Such evil magic. Lucky I was there. A tidal wave could have come. She did like like there was like a big storm. She stopped the wave from killing the harbor and destroying
Oh,
everybody.
oh yes, okay. And then he looks at you and he says, "For saving the people of the harbor, a most important city for our trade and maintaining relationships with the other countries. I thank you, uh, Hinawai or Hinawai,
Hiniwai, that was good.
Hinawai. And then he looks at you, the bard.
Oh, you're playing a bad bomb.
Yes.
He says, "And you, an unlikely friendship we've established. I thought you I thought you more of a gesture when I first saw you.
He begins playing his lute.
Yeah, emotions at you to stop, but with a small
He
smile.
stops.
Um, shoot, I should have had the Discord up here. I'm so sorry, guys. It's a slow start up here.
No, no, we're all well, this is our journey's beginning, bro. This is exciting.
Ah, okay. I didn't think you for any um for an investigator of sorts, but I thank you for revealing who what dastardly person charmed our residents.
Yeah, Najim, you're gonna have to think of a D&D monster that charms people.
A Pied
There's a
Piper
lot.
sort.
Yes,
There's a lot of
exactly.
monsters that charm people.
Just a monster. That's all I did because I don't know what monsters in D&D.
Why do I have to think it?
Because you're not
Because
just
you're
a
the
kid.
only one here who has experience with
You're,
D&D. Okay.
you're so smart and so handsome and cool.
Guys,
Exactly.
I have 3 hours of sleep on my head, split into two. So
Okay. Well, a
chill
random
with the
monster charmed the
chill with the
town.
demands.
That's it.
Well, one of the nobles, he actually steps up, and
Condition. Let's see.
one of the nobles actually steps up, and it's like just shocks all the other nobles. They're like, what the hell is he doing? Like, you're not supposed to move, even like at all for the king. You all are aware of this, and you can even see Frost uh, kind of slowly bringing out her weapon, and he says, "Why should we even recognize these people? Who are they? They aren't nobles. They aren't royalty. They don't belong to any uh massive faction. One of them is a simple commoner. The other is nothing but more than a court gesture at most."
He's pointing at me because I'm the commoner. See? I save your
Uh,
And
queens. You should thank me instead of bothering me.
Frost nods at you and pulls out her weapon and says, "You best hold your tongue, or I will crush your skull." And then she grabs a chair nearby and just crumples it up with her hands. The king angrily says, "You will not speak unless you are spoken to. Now stand by, lest you be turned into, well." And then he looks over here, and you guys may not have noticed, but well, obviously because I didn't put it there, but there is a statue, a golden statue there of a person
Oh,
kneeling down.
when you were talking about turning him into something, I was so tempted to turn him into a cat. It's like polymorph.
And then
he look.
he's really scared, and he's like, "Oh, of course, my king, my liege." And he bows down, or he kneels down. And then he says, "Well, look, you can always challenge Ymir to challenge Frost to a fight. I'll accept that as well as recompense." And then Ymir, Frost smiles as while she's putting away her weapon. Well, this was meant to be a brief ceremony here. Uh, you may all leave now. He motions towards these people here, and they slowly step out. But as soon as they leave, he briefly talks to you while trying to motion away these servers as well. And then you can see him slouch back on his chair, maybe a little bit more relaxed. And then he's like, "Oh, well, enough of those pleasantries, I suppose. Um, let's be more frank here. I need you all to be to be some representatives for our country. These nobles, they would never accept you guys as my representatives." He looks at Frost and then he points at each and every one of you, except for Frost, and says, "Into your mind," he says, by each and every one of you. I don't mean Frost. Please don't take Frost with you." He says, "Negotiations went well, but only because those giants understand violence more than anything else. And, well, you could say that Frost was uh, proficient at that." And then he stops pointing at you guys and says, "I tasked this with each and every one of you because every representative that I've sent so far has perished. It seems we need a more strong hand approach." When he says strong hand, you see Frost like flexing her muscles, like, "Yes, of course."
Excuse me, Your Majesty, but for what do we have to do?
I need you
What's
all.
the problem?
So, as you may know, there's an island appeared seemingly out of nowhere, right in front of our harbor and border. Now, this wouldn't be such big of an issue if it wasn't so close to where we are. This threatens the very sanctity of our country. We we, we pride ourselves in being so far from all the other troubles of the world, and now this with this island appearing, all everybody seems to be flocking towards here and towards our harbor, wanting to get a piece of the land. Of course, this is the recent deaths and disappearances of other countrymen and our representatives has caused a lot of stir within our lands. And as some of the strongest group or individuals in our country, I hope that you all will take this as an opportunity to show these nobles that there's much better uh, roles that people can play, even common people can play
Oh,
in our country.
oh, we'll show them next time there's a tsunami. I'll just let them learn how to swim. But what are you saying? Do you want me to send this island back to Our Lady Umberly? Send it to my bitch queen? Is that what you want?
But you cut off there for a second. What was the last thing you said?
Do you want to send the island to my bitch queen? Send it back to the waters. Is that what you want?
I'd rather not incur the wrath of a god. um,
It'd be more of a gift.
Perhaps you can consult with the prince with that when I'm done reigning. And he and then he looks at Cade.
She shrugs, just like, well, I had a solution for you.
He laughs nervously and he says, "Oh well, um, I will be giving you guys, giving you all a fair amount of money, perhaps to uh, sway them to our side and to prevent the other countrymen from forming an alliance with them. It'd be best if they were on our side. I do have, well, if you all would like to stay, I do have a short trial coming up pretty soon, here in the throne room, but it is not obligatory. Was it obligatory?
Obligatory.
No,
You
it's,
invited.
Mandatory.
it is not mandatory.
Mandatory.
You may do as you wish. I, 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 I need to meet with somebody in 3 days. I would like for you all to be there, but I understand if it's not possible with how the negotiations go.
So we have to go negotiate and come back within 3 days.
That would be preferable. This individual that's coming in 3 days. I do not trust him, and I'd rather have some able-bodied people around me.
Right. I mean, you can also take all those bunch of nobles and set them in front of you and use them as meat shield, because that's what they look like they're useful for. But I will try to be back within 3 days, Your Majesty.
Oh, they look like very efficient meat shields.
You do know I love to bring as much pleasure as possible to your house and queen.
He cringes. He's like, okay.
Anyway, just like laughs as well, doesn't know why she's laughing. Yes, yes.
He looks
Suffering is fun.
what was his name? He looks towards Julian, and he says, "Perhaps your charismatic nature will help your group establish
I
some
hope
peaceful
so.
relationships."
I hope so. I will do my best to bring their allegiance to us.
All right,
Sing me a song.
the king further slouches down. He drinks perhaps a cup of wine that's next to him. All right, you guys, what are you guys gonna do? What do you do?
We need to
You do not
discuss
know.
about this.
You do not know.
So he said there is a trial now.
There will
and
be
we
a
can
trial really
attend?
soon. Yeah, you may attend. You don't have to.
Okay. Anyway, comes down. She goes, "You're not invited," and she like hobbles over her billowing cape. And she goes, "This island's quite a nice so it popped up right outside of my little batch. Do you have any information? You're not invited."
I will crush anyone that dares to defy the king.
Defy
I
the
mean,
king.
it's probably best if you
Can I
stay
insight
here,
check
just in
them?
case you are a bit. If you're a bit late to come back, and you are surely going to smash whatever shady character comes here, aren't you, my large, sweet lady?
Oh, it's a sweet talk. Ah, well.
She's a lady?
Perhaps smashing foes is not the only thing that I must do.
Oh, well,
Oh,
there are several kind of smash I'm interested into. We can talk it later on. But yes, we'll
even
see.
when he doesn't play a bard, he's playing like a bard.
This character is, okay? This character is. I, Look, was never the bad fucking around. Let me do once a person that threw everything that moves.
And he's like, what'd she say? She says,
I don't have
well,
degrees, but I have proficiency in persuasion, you know?
perhaps I can. Perhaps if more nobles would dare defy the king, I'll be there to set them straight. And she goes back to her little stage here.
I'm sure she can set them bent over.
She look when Hinui looks at Kay and she's like, she's not invited. You heard
Yeah,
the
yeah,
king in your minds.
yeah. Yeah, I was trying to be, how to say, tactful. Is that a word? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so,
Oh,
you know.
never heard of that.
You see her.
That's good on
You see her munching on like a big chunk of ice.
you.
So, so yeah, also, she's the lady. I want to see, she has teeth bigger than me.
Oh, I thought she was some kind of ice elemental. My mistake. These eyes, they start to lose some of their power as you age.
Yeah, I was distracted by,
This
you know, those
island.
massive globes. So, how do we go to this island? And do we have a ship or something?
The king stands up. He was like almost falling asleep. He was like, oh yes. I have prepared a ship.
Guys, he found the Allspark.
I have prepared a ship for you all.
Okay, he's back. Okay, sorry. For a moment, you became Optimus Prime. You're
Oh,
good.
that was weird. Oh, he's like, yes, I have prepared a ship for you all. Uh,
Gorgeous.
he looks he looks at the sun to try to figure out what time is it. He's like, uh, uh yeah, I mean it's still a fair bit early, but you may ask for Captain Warmtail.
Do you people prefer to wait for this trial and, you know, participate in this trial, or do you want to be all business and so this island thing first?
No, the quicker we're back to the water, the
Good.
happier I am.
Oh, mm,
Wormtail, love it.
okay for Harry Potter. Oh,
Peter Pettigrew.
what was the okay? Out of character, I didn't understand the trial part. Maybe I'm just not. Wow.
He just said that there's a trial coming up pretty soon. If you guys want to stay, you can, but you don't have to.
My
Is
character
the
heard
trial
me.
that they're trying someone like legally?
No, like a fighting trial.
Like a I guess you could say like a federal crime, like because nobody,
Oh,
nobody goes before the king unless it's like a really serious crime, unless it's like a overseas crime or like something that is
oh,
like just basically against like the main country rules.
Can I go to a library while the trial's going on?
You
If you
can,
guys
yeah.
stay, I want
or
to
we
get
can
some
just go
information on
away.
old maps. No, but if you want to stay for the trial, I can just go get my.
No,
I'm
I
not interested in
don't
seeing
really.
people. But are there books? Are there books on the land? This island. This has this happened before? I must confess, it's not natural.
Your Majesty, may I ask, what's this trial about?
Yes, it would appear that we've had, could say, an
Oh,
abundance and a population that is forbidden in this country. As you may know already, the population in this country is regulated um, since uh, since the great hero of our country uh, banished all the Fae. The
mm-hmm.
population has been regulated to to maintain sanctity and make sure that overpopulation never happens, so that we may stay a wealthy nation. It would appear,
Mm-hmm.
from what I've heard, this person has taken upon themselves to enlighten a group of animals.
What do you mean enlightened group of animals?
He's given them sentience, and thus, according to our laws, would make them citizens of this country.
Fuck me sideways. I mean, sorry, Your Majesty. That's quite something.
Yes, it's considering it's several different ones. Well, we need to figure out what to do with them. For now, I've sent them to the harbor, perhaps to get adopted by a foreigner.
I see.
But they already have sentience. Now it's too late. Don't we take care of them now?
We cannot have. How do I say this? It just, we would have to rewrite so many other laws if they were to stay. It's best to send them away.
Okay, at that Hiniwai like taps the side of her nose and she goes, ah, for the greater good. Okay, let's drown the babies.
Wait, what did they give sentience to?
A bunch of animals.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, maybe we can check what kind of sentience they have. If it is a blight on nature, then I'll drown them myself. But what if they're just talking little things?
See the servers come back, and one of them goes up. And gives the king another wine, and then leaves. Okay, well, it would seem that you all are staying for the trial. Well, bring on the accused.
Hiniwai's like, no, I'm not. No.
No, I'm not.
Too late.
Let's
Plug
run away, quick.
to the servant. Where's the library? Take me.
One of the nobles comes back and says, "Bring forth the accused."
I sip from my bottle of coffee. Hmm.
Where is this thing? Ah, perfect. This man comes in here, escorted by a couple guards. They kick the back of his feet and then to force him to kneel, while they take a knee themselves. And the king says, "So you've been brought forth accused of." He looks at his scroll and he says, "Creating more life than we need to come up with a better name for this."
For what?
How do you plead? The man says, it clearly states in the law that one must not give offspring or give birth to children exceeding 2. and then the king, the knights hit him in the back of the head, and then the king says, "What do you plead? You have not answered the question." And then he says, "Well, innocent. I did not break any rules." He says, "Well," and then he goes around. And then the knights, they go on all four. I mean, the knight, they kneel down, and they force this guy to go on all fours.
Mm.
He looks towards you,
I look away.
and then he 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 gives like a disapproval, like, hmm.
I mouth to him, "It's suffering. You should be grateful."
And he says, "Well, if you truly think you've done no wrong, suppose there's nothing to be said then. You've broken the spirit of the law, though. What do you? How do you plead to that? Spirit of the law. We must not overpopulate this country lest we become poor like some of the other ones." Well, sir, I was already raising those animals to begin with. They were already coming out of my income, and well, I don't see the problem here, honestly. Well, you make a good point there, I suppose. What do you say about them, owning shops, owning businesses? They have all the legal rights to do so under the Sentience Act. Would they not then endanger our country by taking what could have been something that belongs to somebody else that is not some sort of animal? Clearly, you hadn't considered that, have you? He says, "Oh uh, well, I was planning on having them." And he waves a hand and he says, "If you truly believe what you have done is just, then take my hand." And you see him. He doesn't offer his own hand. In fact, he has some sort of scepter that has a golden hand on it, or pure gold. Must be really heavy because it's the size of a hand. But at the end of it, it's a glimmering, there's a glimmering aura to it. And then he offers it to him. And then he says, "Oh, thank you, my, my, my king." And as he grabs it, he looks at his hand and he sees it slowly being petrified and turned to gold. And he looks in horror, but it's too late. As before his face opens in horror, he's already been turned to gold, and he falls to the floor.
Wait, did we find out how he made the animal sentient? Oh, no worries.
I guess the golden moment for the question is past.
Oh, that's a shame.
Clearly, this man has dabbled in some sort of wizardry. Not allowed in our country, at least not in that form. Send him with the others, and then you see these two guards. They get up and they carry him off to here. You see a sign above there that says treasury.
I must say, King, the fear is less enjoyable when you don't give them a chance to repent. Your Highness.
Well,
These
I guess we better move.
Yes, before we turn to gold, let's go. It's scary, very scary.
do
I
you all
think this is the golden opportunity
you
to
all
bid you farewell, man.
do you all perhaps disagree with my handlings of this trial?
No, I don't disagree with your hand, Your Majesty. I will never disagree with your hand.
Hinui brings out her checklist and she goes, "You nearly made him pee his pants. I give you a 10 out of 10. But I don't know if that's what I would have done." And then she starts getting ready to go.
The king thinks to himself. He's like, well, what could you have done differently?
As I said, fear is only enjoyable because the absence of fear is true happiness. To only give him fear and no chance to repent, well, then what was the fear? But just a moment? My bitch would ask for more.
Are you
I would have
wait?
tried. Sorry, go.
Yeah, are you calling like your god or whatever a bitch?
Yeah, she's my bitch.
That's
Umberly.
okay. Fair.
In so many traditions, gods are not treated as superior. They're treated as someone that you even debate, contract, and sometimes
Oh,
insult.
Yeah,
okay.
my goddess, her whole thing is about she just wants people to fear the water, like have it like, give it the respect it deserves, like fear it. You better fucking be vicious and be like
So she is a
survivalist, but I didn't
bitch.
take that side. Yeah, I just took the yeah, like you like if you think about Buddhism, right? They have the sayings like, "Oh, life is suffering," but that's not the full saying. The full saying is life is suffering because without suffering you wouldn't know happiness. So that's the dogma that Hiniwa is. She's like, yes, that's my lady gives us fear because otherwise, what is life, guys? It'd be boring. This is the best way to live. Like that's what she thinks. She's
The only
also
thing
good
I
with
may say,
you guys.
the
Oh
only thing I
God.
could say, Your Majesty, is perhaps you could have asked the means by which she managed to do so, just in case someone tries something similar and we can figure out a way to stop it before it happens.
Hmm. I think you're right. Perhaps I got too ahead of myself and
I would try to
suppose
protect the kingdom, Your Majesty.
suppose I was trying to make a point and didn't perform that very well.
You know
I
what
will
would
take
be a
what you
good
said into
idea?
consideration.
You know what'd be a good idea? Instead of birth control, we should let people just have the babies and then they all fight to the death one day. Don't you think that's a better idea? You know what?
Um,
I'll put it in writing. Let's
He
go.
points at
Where's
you.
the ship?
He points at you and says, "We're not giants."
Oh, and I look back at Frost and I'm just like, oh no, you're not, are you? Okay.
uh, Your Majesty, and I do a very deep bow. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, we will see each other in 3 days.
He points at you and he says, "Hopefully not in my son's bedroom."
That's what
Oh,
that was.
Julian
I
looks between you guys, and
Gaga.
is he the bard or is it me?
Well, uh, I will make sure we lock the door next time, Your Majesty. Bye.
Okay. Well,
Well, you guys didn't hear any of that, by the way. That was a mental
Oh,
message.
okay. Never
Ah,
mind then.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said that out loud
No,
because there was.
no. Whenever he points at somebody, he's doing the spell where he.
Oh,
Maybe I should have said like in his
you should have
mind.
mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
But I will answer with voice like, we'll lock the bedroom next time, Your Majesty.
I'm just like, aha.
Okay.
So you're a cleaner, are you?
Frost says, "Why lock the bedroom? Just challenge him." He doesn't even know what you're referring to.
Okay, Julian
Pro-
walks up and then he's like, I'll be back to perform in 3 days. I hope you don't get too bored without me. No, it goes away.
the king looks at you and he nods, and then he claps his hand, and then these two start dancing.
Oh, okay. Bitch
Okay,
joins
so
in.
so I've already been replaced.
Yeah, you're already last season.
You know what? I'm not going back there for 3 days. I give up.
Just start Highland dancing my way out. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Okay,
Taking my
let's get
way.
the frick out of here before we get delayed more. Ooh.
That was terrifying, wasn't it? Did you know our king could turn people to gold? My goodness.
I've never seen it before, but yes.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
I've read about him too.
I didn't
had
think
that
it was
problem.
literal.
Okay.
I mean, who would have?
So as you guys step
As we're
outside,
going,
huh?
I'm rolling a cigarette as we go out,
Oh. As you guys step
very
outside,
casually.
there's a guard there, waiting for you guys. He's motioning towards a carriage.
Okay.
The three of you
Carriage.
may not need not tire yourselves out heading to the harbor, but you guys already know the harbor is literally like
I just
like a
saved.
quarter mile away, so it's gonna be like what, a 5 minute ride or something. It might be even faster just to walk there.
All right.
What do you guys do?
And I light my. Yeah, I just.
Wait, what are the options?
You can walk there. I mean, it's like a 10 minute walk, or you can take the carriage. Would be the 5 minutes. It's not that far.
I shrug. I
In
shrug
that
and I go toward the
in,
carriage.
in that case, yeah, I don't get in the carriage. I
Okay,
use my
we just
create.
walk.
Yeah, I
So-
use my create water, and and then I water walk on my create water, and I'm just like sliding along next to you guys, like still doing Highland dancing.
so
Alright.
Cade, you get into the carriage.
No.
No. I go with them. I just snap my fingers and light up my cigarette
Okay.
and keep walking.
Don't forget, guys, I've also got my billowy cape.
Julian also
And
walks.
when we are walking, I then snap my fingers again and make my familiar appear again.
Ooh, you little owl.
What's your familiar?
Yeah, I forgot to send before. I just sent it to. It's an owl. It's a little barn owl.
Those things don't fly over water often.
What
No.
direction is the harbor?
As you guys are heading there, you need to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Jeebus.
already. I nat one.
Wisdom saving.
You're not one.
I nat one.
Oh, okay. What about the other two?
I did a fat 3.
Oh shoot.
There's no. I have a +1, bro, to wisdom, anyways. But then I just straight up that one.
All right. What about Hanavai?
Sorry, I forgot my microphone was off.
Oh.
I just did a 11.
11. Oh, none
I
of
did an
you.
ability, not a
sucked.
saving throw. My
None of you
mistake.
reached
It was
it.
meant
All
to be a
right.
saving
Well,
throw.
you guys don't know what happened.
Wait. It was meant to be a
Huh?
saving throw. It's got the wrong stat.
Oh.
Or is it the same?
No. You probably have proficiency with it, so you have to add 5.
Okay. I'm gonna do that
So
again,
it's
please.
16.
16.
Oh, 16. Okay.
Woo!
Let's
Thank
see
you.
what happens if you guys pass.
How are you putting this in here? Galtharian, how do
The
you know
what?
how to
Sorry?
have you did you get your
Okay. Well,
fat?
as you're traveling, since you passed,
Well-
the others aren't aware of this. you get the feeling that somebody just tried to spy on you and failed.
Um, the way I'm putting it here is because my character is not on Foundry, is on D&D Beyond, and there is a little um, extension for
Very
that
cool.
allows you to send things from D&D Beyond to Roll20.
Very
But I
cool.
haven't got one from Foundry to Roll20.
No, very cool. Okay, in that case, I know about this. I turn quite obviously, not in any way, and I look in a 360 direction.
You
Um,
faintly see like a 10 feet in front of you, a very
mhm.
faint image of very faint image of a very suspicious looking man. Shoot, what does he look like? You know what? Let me turn to the other scene. See a man with a white beard and a white hair, staring back at you with bewilderment. Um, but it's very fast. But perhaps about 2 seconds that you see him, and then
Does he disappear?
and then he disappears. You keep traveling.
Oh, okay. Like he disappears, as in like
He-
disappears, or I just lose sight of
like in a blur, it gets
him
blurry,
as
and
we're
then you
going
don't see him anymore.
I make a mental note of this man's face, his vibe, the white beard, and then I turn to both my friends and make sure neither of them have white beards. Nope, no white beards. Okay.
Okay, so what's the plan? We go, we talk to these people, and we ask them to what? Fuck off?
Are we sure there are people there?
And the
How does
king
the
said to
island
go
have
and talk to them and to basically not have them stay. Am I correct?
I guess.
All right, you guys should be in the next map, right?
Wait, it's loading now. For
Well,
these people though, how do we know we can communicate with them? What language? I don't even know what languages they speak.
Oh,
I guess
we
we
can
figure
always use
out.
magic.
I'm
Good.
quite good at that.
So the king initially said to ask them to leave with the island, or
No, we wanted their allegiance.
he
Because right
wanted
now
he wanted
there's a lot of outsiders heading to that island, and there's already natives there. We want to get the
Okay, so
natives on our side instead of someone else's side. Because if they get on someone
okay.
else's side, whatever country that
Yeah,
is
the
will have
next
easy access to our country, which is an isolationist country.
yeah. Right, so we have to play nice, and the king didn't even give us someone golden to bring them as offering. It's a shame.
Oh, we should have asked for that man.
Didn't he say he
I
would?
mean,
I don't know if it's on the ship or where it was, but
Oh, there may be. There may
we
be.
did get told we would be getting a large sum of gold.
As you guys are saying all this, the carriage pulls up behind you, and then somebody opens the door, and then a whole bunch of gold falls out.
Oh,
oh
bag of
Jesus.
holding.
Yeah, I like look at you. I look at you both, and I like out of my pocket the way people grab handkerchiefs. I like grab this little bag and I like shake it out. I open the mouth and I just start scooping it, like
Same.
scooping the gold.
We just started scooping the gold.
There's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of like residents here, like staring at
I
you, like
bat
in
everyone's
disbelief.
hands away. I bat everyone's hands away like grandmas do. Like, don't touch with your filthy little cat kid. I've got it. I've got it.
No, I'm still
Nothing to
getting a
do,
bunch of gold. There's way
I know
too
you're
much
still
no,
gold here that you're not able to get all of it.
this is grandma being a dick.
nothing to
Gotta
see
keep
here,
going.
people. Nothing to see here. And I do a couple of prestidigitation around to this truck. Just some random gold that's spilled. You know how it is, a king.
Roll
I
performance
noticed.
or
Yeah, I was about to say I noticed the people around, and then I look at Julie, and I'm like,
I
I
try
also
pers-
"You're
passed
imposter."
prestidigitation and joined him.
or persuasion.
I try
Okay,
persuasion.
I try
Y-
persuade.
You try better. You try better because I don't have.
I
I
try
mean,
persuasion.
I can do sleight of hand to do some tricks, but that's all I
I
can
can
do.
do sleight of hand too.
Oh, how is a 31
31 on performance or
persuasion?
That's
persuasion?
fucking
Oh,
crazy,
okay.
bro. I love that we're level 13. That's crazy.
No, so,
Fucking hell, 31.
what do you tell him?
Nothing to see here unless you want. I was just joining what Najim was saying or what Kate was saying,
Uh,
and like doing
Yeah,
presentation as
no,
well.
you see, kingly business, you know how it is.
Business of the
oh,
It's his
king.
they're like,
gold,
oh,
and unless you
the
want to
king.
be his gold as well, you better not touch his gold. You know how it is, guys.
No, no, look, I didn't see anything. I
Yeah,
wasn't even
good
there.
boy. Good. Blindness is a very catchy illness these days in this road, so you better go.
Anyway, like looks around, looks at everyone, kind of goes, "Do you think that? Do you think everyone's afraid of our king? Hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't personally piss off too much someone that can turn you into a gold statue, but it's a king. Even if he couldn't, he has a bajillion of of,
Guards.
of cards.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't piss him off too much. I try not to
Anyway,
overdo it.
anyway, like smiles really contently. She's like, "Oh, great! So everyone's scared of him. Excellent. Good man to follow."
You guys see like a little kid rushing towards you guys.
Whoa.
You do anything before he goes? Before he gets there?
Yeah, I, I,
Can you
I,
get
I
done with
step in the middle. Where are we? Wait a second. Where?
You guys should be
Did
done
we
here.
finish getting the gold already?
I can't move this token I have to
Oh
pull
shoot.
another one.
No,
Oh,
I can move mine.
oh, okay. I'll just do like this one. Are you able to move yours?
So, yo, where are you running at, boy?
Oh, I was have you seen my mom? I swear I saw her around here.
Yeah, she's not nearby the gold.
Oh, you have gold. Uh, me and my mother we're very poor. Would you spare a couple gold?
If my head.
You get like a feeling this didn't the king just said that we're a very rich country?
Yeah.
But
How do you
how,
not have any gold?
oh well no, I don't live here. You see, I'm an outsider. I live in the country nearby.
And why are you here?
Oh, well, my mom took me here. I'm not. I don't know.
Go find your mom then.
Have you seen her? He seems like he's not getting
Look,
anywhere
child,
with him, and he starts like looking at you.
I see a lot of a lot of women and a lot of men, but I'm not sure how what your mom looks like.
Okay, Paris rolls and insight. She's looking at the kid and she's just like, hmm. She's like, children can need help. Children can need help. But children also need to know how to survive. He can learn a
What
lesson.
country would you happen to be from specifically?
Fuck, just got a crit one.
Ooh.
My
Yeah,
person.
I asked which country he's
Oh,
from, by the way.
Jesus. He says, "Oh, I'm from over there." He points towards like the island that you're trying to head to.
Oh,
Oh
would
God.
you would you mind if I spoke to your mother?
I guess I don't know where she is though.
Can you describe it to her so we can look for her?
Yes. She's wearing a green shirt and she has black hair.
Oh, I think I just saw her moving away over there.
I send my owl up above the houses to look
I think she's
around.
behind the house in front of us.
Oh, uh, I'll go see.
I check through my owl's eye if I see her.
Ooh. Mom. Hi. I haven't seen you. And
Alright,
the mom is like, the
alright,
mom's also a terrible actor. She's like,
I can't
yes,
move.
alright,
son.
alright. People. Okay, look, I was stealing shit before he was even born. So cut the crap. What's the deal here?
I can't move. He paralyzed
So,
me. That little child paralyzed me.
are you able to grab your character from the journal, perhaps? Maybe you can't move this one, but you can move the one there.
Um, got. I don't know what I meant to be doing, but I.
So go to the journal on the
You
top
just
right.
you just click
Yep,
and
journal,
drag
and I
and
click on anywhere. Oh
Yeah.
wait,
I
this.
think
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Are you able to move it now?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Um.
well,
So the mom, she already knows the jig is up, and she motions the child to go behind her, and she says, "Oh well, uh, I suppose we saw an opportunity. We saw you leave the king's castle, and well, we thought that you'd be willing to spare some coin for a needy family, I guess."
okay,
Uh,
so in this country nobody's needy. So explain a bit why you're needy, how you're needy, why you're here.
A needy person would ask for food, not gold. That was your first mistake.
she looks towards like one of the shops nearby that sells jewelry. Uh,
Well,
well, I wanted to give my husband something good for his anniversary. Um, she's like slowly stepping back, and roll perception for anybody interested.
I got a 16.
and I will have my owl roll as well.
15 for me. Man, I'm rolling shy.
Oh, those are good. All right, you guys.
Owl,
Oh yeah.
my owl has a. Wait, I have to do it manually. He has +3 perception, but he has keen of hearing and sight, so he
Oh,
has
it
advantage.
is hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me roll for a hoot. So advantage. Sorry, one of the two.
You could also roll
So
history.
it's a 10 plus 3. It's a 13 for the owl.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys very audibly hear a lot of coin jingling, like from her pocket, like a lot. Not as much as you guys, but she has quite
I
a bit.
pull out my hand. I pull out my hand crossbow.
Oh
I wouldn't
yeah, yeah.
move.
She puts her hands up and says, "Oh, what are you doing? I haven't done anything wrong."
This trigger is so sensible, you know. You just touch it a second and boom, a dart spar, and that goes away. So I hear a bit too much jiggling for your purse. What do you want to buy to your husband? A castle?
He knew I cast speak with animals on herself and goes, looks like we're talking to rats.
One
Uh,
of you with your
Oh, can I
like
roll persuasion for something?
oh sure, sure.
Go
How
persuasion.
about you show us what that is in your pocket before this guy over here gets a little bit too antsy?
Oh,
Can also be intimidation if you want.
it's more intimidation, yeah.
Okay, I rolled it.
I, I, I
Do I
guess
get
me
an
threatening
advantage
her
on
is a
my
bit.
I was a
Uh,
29.
although, yeah,
20?
he did threaten her first.
My bad.
I guess I'm giving him advantage automatically, something like that.
He got
That
29
works.
anyway, bruh.
29. Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Not
like
bad.
terrified. She starts dumping out all the coins from her pockets. You see it jingling all over the floor, and then she tries to run away.
Is it gold?
Hey,
Okay, Julian casts command on her and says stop.
Oh, isn't it a saving throw for that?
It's 21
yep.
wisdom.
21 wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Oh
Shit.
damn. Okay, let's see.
If it doesn't work, I'm casting snare anyway, but it's gotta work. I'm just on 21.
No.
No, it did not work.
Okay, so
she,
I'll
she
cast
stops.
snare
She
on
stops
the
dead in her
worker.
tracks, and you see the child a little bit in a little bit different light. You think perhaps this thing isn't a child.
Wait, do I have detect magic? Would detect magic be the answer to this, guys?
Can I roll an Arcana?
Oh, that's smart. Just good.
Rolling Arcana on the kid.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I please roll a
Uh,
nature on the kid to hit it from both sides?
And I
Okay.
roll a
Does
perception on the kid.
Oh,
does
le
a
crit.
natural 10 is 32 in Arcana help?
Fuck. You guys are so good. I got a 7 in my
You're
nature.
you're absolutely sure that there's nothing magical attached to this kid here.
Okay, I got an 18 perception.
About is he some sort of arcane race or a
Oh,
fae or some sort of thing? That's why Arcana, like
The fags aren't allowed anymore.
a
hmm. I
changeling or
see. I see.
something.
Let me check here.
Wait, do I
It was a,
have
more of a knowledge roll rather than
Giltharion, for a druid with nature. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
because this nature is off Oh, I just don't know why my nature was so low. I think
Uh,
that I've done
it
something
is not a
wrong.
fey creature, and it's
Hmm.
not changing for sure.
Nature is just an intelligence check. You
Hmm.
can roll survival instead
Yeah.
if you want.
Should have done survival, but survival wasn't
You could
really
also roll. You
applicable.
guys can also roll history on the lady or on the little kid.
How's
Ooh.
an 18 perception on the kid though?
18 perception. Well, you don't see any pointed ears. You don't. You do see actually a bit of a stubble beard on it. So which you think is strange because a kid his size shouldn't
Halfling baby.
really have a beard.
Hmm. Okay, history it is. Let's go. Okay,
Oh, she not
finally.
20.
Nat 20.
You
21.
think perhaps to yourself, wait, oh, what did you roll? Oh, you rolled 12.
History.
And I'm about to roll still.
You find something familiar with this lady. Perhaps you've seen her. Perhaps you've seen her at some of the underground areas or betting
Okay.
tons of money on something. At least it's she bears the resemblance of somebody like that. And then with
Then I'm not 20.
Yeah, I got a fucking 5, so you can just ignore me.
and then you got 20, so you you remember very distinctly this lady is the wife of one of the nobles that you saw at the experiment room.
Ah, I may have left this city for a while, but I didn't know that lords' wives, ladies such as yourself, spend time in alleyways. And I look at Cade and I'm just like raising my eyebrows way too much.
Or in casinos where they're betting too much money.
Mm,
You see her like tearing up and like but super like frustrated that she can't move. And
And I get closer, and while I'm closer, I pull out a set of manacles and slap them on her.
well, you slap her with the monocle.
No, I slap them on her
Oh,
wrists, so I can hold it. Okay, lady, look, be truthful, because we literally come from the palace, and according to whatever my friend said, you're the wife of a noble, and you don't want to go to the palace with the king, which is already pretty pissed off today with an accusation of stealing shit.
he turned a
So
man to
how about
gold.
you? Yeah. So how about you tell us the truth, so our dear king does not solve your money problem by turning you into physical gold.
she she gives up and then she's like, oh, okay. Suppose if we're spilling the truth, she looks towards the kid here. It's he's not really my child, and he looks
Oh,
up.
really?
He looks up at her, and then with a really deep voice, he says, "You're a terrible actor."
Oh my god, I roll a medicine check as I run to touch the boy. I go, I get a 24 and I go, he's not a little boy.
You notice that
Well
this
spotted.
thing is a halfling. It's not at all common in this country. This country is mostly comprised of humans.
So what's the situation here? You're trying to scam people or something?
Is he really from the island?
Of course, he's not from the island. Nobody's been there. Many people showed up dead
He said
this
it.
year.
Don't talk to me like that. He said he was from there.
So
He says, yeah, the kid or the halfling says, "What do you take me for, an idiot? Of course, I'm not from that blasted
Oh,
island."
I guess I was being silly, but
I
good
mean,
on you.
you're not totally too bright to try this shit, but that's my point of view.
It's like, ah,
So what was the deal here? Just taking the money from some random strangers?
clearly, you guys don't need it. You guys all have the money and all the money in the world we can buy. I saw that cart that you guys are wheeling in full of money. What are you doing with that? Probably
Going to the
Saving for
fucking island.
Our own be not none of your business. Are you the gold controller of the harbor?
he he's taken aback of it, and probably by your size or maybe perhaps the two crossbows that you threatened this lady with. And he's like, well, uh, I'm not clearly I have no actual authority, but uh,
Yeah. See?
I do. Oh, well, mm, you somewhat like recognize this halfling here as well, because um you perhaps have seen him working in the background of the casino. He tends to go under the table and tells others what cards someone is holding.
I slap my face. It's like, and then I say, I have these cants, but I'm not going to use it. Like, you know that whatever you're doing is the worst thing I've ever seen someone trying to make money, right?
Well, clearly you know how to make money. How did you make all your money?
Wouldn't you like to know? Certainly, I was not sneaking under the tables in the casino to check the cards and then have some old lady here bet on the one at the right.
He covers his face like, and then you see this lady like shocked that apparently she didn't know that he did this, or at least it would appear that way.
Well, you know, we're lucky, and he was just suggesting you the cards and the people to bet on.
It's like my husband, my husband lost a lot of money on that. I thought you were two
Well,
best friends.
Oh my God. Well, you know what, lady? Parting stupids from gold is an ancient tradition, and I wholly believe that it should be done thoroughly to you, and he seems to have done it. So I remove the manacles.
you know, maybe you guys should hash this out between yourselves. Seems like neither of you are honest to each other.
Yeah, and for a noble to bet all his fortune, it's unbecoming.
Oh, I noticed a guard pulling up.
What seems to be going on here?
Do you
We're
have a
having a
moment?
chat, dear guard.
Just like, do
I
you
heard a
have
lot
a
of
moment?
yelling over here.
My character's going to say to the
Oh,
guard very earnestly, do you have a moment to talk about Our Lady and Savior, the
Um,
Queen of the Ocean?
okay, before
It would appear I have somewhere to go.
No, but she's here for you in all time.
okay,
I'll get him next time.
Julian casts a spell um on both of you. You realize what the spell is. It's Rari's telepathic bond. Are you willing to be telepathically linked?
yeah, yeah.
To, oh, to both
It is
you
a,
guys.
I,
Okay.
Yeah.
it is a ritual. I suggest it to use as ritual in general to save the spell slot
Oh,
in the future.
okay. Do you want me to keep casting it or just wait and do it as a ritual? Because I forgot.
If you do the
No, no,
ritual,
no, 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 no,
it's
no.
10 minutes long.
If you want to talk it right now, it's fine. But I'm saying it's a good spell to
Wait,
precast
is it
because
10
it lasts
minutes
like
long
an hour.
as a ritual? What the fuck?
Takes
Yeah.
10 minutes
Yes,
to
but
cast.
it's free. As a
Oh,
ritual, you don't consume
I
the
thought it
spell slot.
lasted 10 minutes. Okay, my bad.
Oh, mm.
No, no, no. It lasts the whole duration. So it's a good thing to recast before you do something because it lasts 1 hour. But since you can do it as a ritual, you can basically keep it on almost all day long.
Yeah.
It's just that
Okay,
every now and then you have to stop 10 minutes to redo the ritual. But it's good
that's
now
fine
to
then.
use it instantly, talk telepathically between us. But in general, it's a good idea to ritual cast it so you know you're ready for whatever happens.
That's okay. Thank you. That's good. Do you want me to? I'll just wait on it then. I didn't realize that.
No, no, start casting it, bro. Cast it. That's
Okay.
awesome.
You know what? I
Yeah,
casted.
Cast it.
yeah, you
Okay,
just
I
say 10
casted it.
minutes. Yeah, just we just know it takes 10 minutes. I spend the whole 10 minutes talking to you guys about Our Lady and Savior, the Bitch Queen of the Ocean.
No, so you
It's
make them wait
okay.
10 minutes here.
Because
And I
I wanted to discuss if you just wanted to hand them over to the guard because I don't really care about them.
Uh, so either we keep them here 10 minutes and you do the ritual, and
yeah,
you find
I'm
a way
fine.
to keep them here, or you instant cast them.
So
I
you'll
just
Or
go.
Diana,
casted it on you guys.
And
I used the spell already.
I mean, there. Oh, you already used it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't care. I mean, to be honest, he got the money from her and her noble husband. For all I care,
Might as
every
well
single
just hand them
noble
over to the
thing.
guards and let them deal with it. Trying to steal the king's gold is terrible crime here.
It's very silly.
Well, I mean,
You
if
see,
you want,
see the guard
well, you
step
know,
out of the jewelry store with
Nietzsche stay. Niches get stitches.
Well, personally, I'd prefer we just get on with it. And this is the fastest and most viable solution.
Be my guest.
Hello, guard.
Oh yes. Oh, good. I think I saw you guys at the in the throne room.
Oh, yes, we
how
are
goes
on the.
he looks at those two and he says, how goes you?
Okay, well, I speak to him directly. We are on the mission. We are on a mission on the word of the king, and well, these two tried to scam us out of gold and steal some from the carriage.
Did they now? Hmm. You, the lady, aren't you the aren't you the husband of one of the nobles there?
The husband.
Or
Isn't your
the
husband?
aren't you the wife of one of the nobles there? Um, uh, um, yes, I am. Is she still bound, by the way? No, she's not bound anymore, right?
Take that.
Hmm.
The guards just like
Well,
that's
so I
not.
suppose the king will have something to say. As this is not entirely my domain to arrest a noble, I suppose. Although this is quite a serious crime, and would you all be willing to write this, put your signature here to declare that you've witnessed a crime? You see him like hastily scrawl like a note, and then
I look at
ask for your signatures.
I look at the note and I read it. What does it say?
Uh, for the crime of fraud and attempting to steal the king's gold, I
Okay.
hereby declare myself a witness to this crime.
I look at. Can I roll history to just know this is if this is the normal thing?
And
Yeah.
also, like, what kind of punishment, maybe?
How is a 17?
You definitely believe that it's it's viable in an immediate setting, but further questioning and further trial would require you be there in present. You be there in person.
Oh, okay. Well, this kid isn't really a child. That is a halfling,
He's a malnourished man.
and he
He
was also an accomplice in this. They acted as if they were mother and child. He doesn't seem to be noble. You can at least take him in for now. And I sign.
very well. He offers the paper to you two. You need not sign since one of you already has, but it would help us with the process.
Anyone has to say.
I trust my dear friend for his. He is a good witness, you know.
Mm, very well. He blows a horn, and then some other guards come in, and then they all leave.
We make our way to Captain Wormtail.
Okay, now that that's over with, we can go and actually do our job.
I feel sorry for the poor halfling.
Yeah, it's just someone trying to scam the fuck out of us. I'm good.
He scammed a whole family and brought
Yeah,
I
to be
mean,
friends
let's
with
be
them.
real. That is a grown man using his visage as a child to his advantage to scam people and steal their money.
Oh, when you
yeah,
put
but he
that
stole a
I am not
shitload of money
whatsoever
from a
upset about it.
noble. He stole a
Oh,
shitload of money from a noble, you know, it's not half bad.
yeah, up to him. Well, when you whenever you do those actions, you take the risk of getting caught. He got caught.
Oh, yeah, I know very well the risk of being caught. You know very, very well.
noble schnoble. If he did it to us, I bet he's done it to others.
Yeah,
As
But
you
of course.
Tasty bad.
as you guys pass by here, here you see a sign there that says uh the enlightened adoption.
Oh, this is
Oh,
where the animals
the
went.
Here you see the jewelry store that that lady was motioning to. Although when you briefly saw inside when the guard was there, you didn't see anybody there.
I'm curious. I knock.
You don't hear any response.
I try to open the door.
It opens.
Oh.
Hello? Anybody here?
You hear the scutter.
Hello?
You see. You hear the scuttering of some steps. Perhaps a rat. Although you wonder why would a rat be in a jewelry store? There's no food here.
Hmm.
Hey, if you're stealing shit, just say so, and I'll leave out, and I will never see anything. I'm not in the mood to deal with all this crap.
I turn to Julian. I'm just like, the little pretty boy has disappeared.
You you see a small rat scurrying past you.
I grab him. I grab the rat.
It squeals. It goes.
Okay, I'm
Hey,
here
hey.
and I already cast speak with animals like just before as a joke, but it's actually still in effect.
Oh.
What's the rat saying?
Let go of me, you commoner.
I cast dispel magic on him.
How are you grabbing him, by the way?
Oh, by with both hands, by one by the neck and one by
Oh,
the lower half. It doesn't
okay.
bite me.
And suddenly,
I grew up in the street. I know how to handle rats.
and suddenly, a gro-
Aegon cast that dispel magic. Did it work? Did it do
Yeah.
anything?
that should, yeah. Suddenly,
Oh.
you see an old man pop out of there, and then he says, "Oh, oh, hello, hi, nice to see you." Uh, then he
Yeah, so no, I wouldn't move if I were you. You know, it's really unfortunate to try and move away right now. The guards are still around. I believe your wife might be already in chains. So
oh,
Uh-oh.
you know, you know my wife.
you are the noble that lost all his money to someone
He he
in
he
by gambling.
he he grabs his mouth, or he's like shocked that he even like admitted to knowing what you're talking about. It's like, oh,
Okay, look, I understand if someone is poor and cannot afford to live and have to steal, but you're a noble. Literally, your people spit on us because I'm a commoner. And you do this shit and also try to be on a high horse. Sorry, I take out I have a little whistle and whistle very
ooh.
loud. A signal whistle.
You know,
See
you
the
got scammed
guards.
when you went to that casino.
See the
That halfling your wife had around was cheating and still gonna make you lose.
oh, yeah. You see you, when you say cheating, he gets taken aback. He's like, oh, she's been cheating on me with a halfling.
No, in the casino game.
The halfling cheated you. I
Oh,
wouldn't have cheated on you. You're quite the looker.
oh.
Oh, hello,
Well,
It's
guards.
turned in like 4 different ways in the same moment.
So, this gentleman here was into the jewelry store as a rat probably doing what rats do and nick things. I believe he's a noble. Probably he wants to speak with the king about his status.
Sir Long, uh, Sir Longtongue. Is this true?
So
I'm coming up with these amazing names, by the way.
hilarious.
I don't think that's how you spell that, but uh,
Just took his wife now.
there you go, nice. Hmm. Well, yeah. So this does line up to what happened earlier, I suppose. We need to bring you in for questioning. But
Go
wait.
check his pocket.
How do you? How do you even trust these? He looks at you and he's peasants. They're obviously making this up. And then both the guards look at you.
Oh,
Yeah,
peasant!
well,
I saved you
we're
from
on.
a tsunami last week.
I saved your prince the other week. So
And
while
we're
you
on
are
the
you were
and we're
losing
on a mission
money,
from the king. I add.
while you were losing money to get richer and walking on your high horse, which is quite thin now, I was
It's
actually
always
busting my
good,
ass
everyone.
for this country. What have you done besides sitting on the money that you lost?
He gets taken aback and he's like, uh, uh well, I, I, I still have far more money than you do. I own land. You don't own any land.
No, actually, you own the land of someone that works for you, and you take what they produce, so you can sit on your ass and eat the things that someone else worked for. So, what are you doing for the country beside taking the shit out of peasant like me? Have you ever
Not only that, but
fought a
robbing
war?
a jewelry store—that's a very new low for a
Have you
noble.
fought a war? Have you serviced the
I
crown in
believe
any
every
way?
noble will be speaking about this for the next 50 years.
The two guards are like, well, I've heard enough of this. And then they grab him by the arms and uh, they take him out and they kill him. And uh, they grab him by the arms and then they head out. Um,
I send him a message with the message cantrip.
oh, okay.
Ooh. What do you say?
Say it to him.
To him.
Okay.
Yeah, I say, you noble keep thinking that your stature, as your title, makes you higher and mightier than us, but you're useless. You're dead weight. You just eat from what we do. And now you're just like us, scavenging for money, like a rat in the sewers, literally.
Oh,
You squandered the money that the peasants like me produced. You disgrace this country.
you see him
You
like
might believe you're high
slouched.
and mighty for your title, but you're the most disgusting scum that this country ever produced.
He like slouches
Let it
down.
sink.
And
He's the only one that hears the words. I cast it. He
yeah,
can answer if he wants.
and he let's see respond. He says, I, I've lost. He says, I've lost everything. I lost. No, he says, I've lost my money. Uh,
Everything I've
it,
I
lost
it
answer
seems.
everything.
back. You lost your dignity more than your money. That's the only thing a man should be worried about. Clearly, you don't have your precedences in the right order.
He,
Enjoy jail.
he looks at his wife. That's like far up ahead, and he says, I hope I don't lose her too.
Oh, maybe you'll have a nice little cozy jail one next to each other. You can hug each other. Or maybe it's going to be Max the Butcher that hugs you in the night. Bye.
Pennywise just really upset. She's just like, it's always the young and handsome Prince Charming types who behave like that. And then she feels a sense of like something super unnatural. So she's gonna go and check
Sorry,
the animals out before they head out.
sorry guys for the silly roleplay
No,
action.
that was so good.
No, no,
That's good.
I
I
enjoy it.
like it.
It was awesome. Okay, yeah, so anyway, comes
So,
to these little creepy animals.
as you're approaching, you hear a lot of I guess animal noises. You hear what?
Hmm.
And you hear the sound of a chicken, perhaps. Um, and what do you do? Do you get in
I
or
walk inside.
walk past?
I walk in. I walk in.
All right, as you walk in, a bat gets tangled up in your hair.
I just don't even care or notice. I keep walking.
It's
I'm looking for a
like, ah,
person.
where am
Somebody.
I? Where am I? The bat exclaims.
uh, oh, um, you're in my hair. You
The
can make yourself comfortable.
the chicken, uh, chicken's like, get off her, and
Turn to the
it flops into the floor, and then the pig speaks up and he says, ah, well, pardon for the strange occurrences that goes on here. Uh, uh, um, as you as you look around, perhaps you see this frog and uh, this ooze playing poker.
Ooh, playing okay, so I have like a great sense of the fact that this is not natural, not completely magical either. Like this is an aberration, you know, of some of some kind. But they're also like sentient, and I'm just like, so I roll a medicine. I'm just like start patting them and touching them if they allow it, and I medicine check them. I'm like, what's wrong with these?
Who do you do it to first?
Okay, the first one I'm going for is the chicken. I'm gonna say,
Ooh,
"Oh, the bat was fine. The bat was fine in my hair."
roll persuasion.
Persuasion first. Let's see this get fucking out of hand. She gets a 2.
All right, it tries to bite you. Let's see if it hits. Oh yeah, let's yeah, it might be better. Roll initiative actually.
No, sorry, I accidentally clicked because I'm making the owl thing.
Oh, no, you guys need to roll initiative.
Okay, you have to start
How
the
do
initiative thing.
how do we do that?
There is a button somewhere. Also, there you go. Got my yellow.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander.
Such a great name.
Alexander, that's fine.
So to roll initiative, let me go to another roll 20 and figure out where it was the button.
Okay.
Because I don't remember shit. Okay, to roll initiative, you...
It's kind of, we don't really need to, oh yeah, but we can. I was just about to say, first thing I'm going to be rolling, guys, is animal friendship.
Well, this thing isn't an animal.
Okay, so if you go on the top left,
Top left.
above the dice and below the ruler, there is another icon which has a sword and a line and
Oh,
few
the turn
lines.
order.
Yes, if you click on that, you open the turn order. So when we click on our character and roll for initiative, or you can add it manually, you can get us there.
Hmm.
I think I'm doing that right.
God.
And for the owl, I can roll
That's two.
Alexander. So I made the character sheet here. There you
So
go.
when I click on my person, all I can see is the 0 and it lets me like type in a number. It doesn't give me a dice to roll, so I'll just roll a dice.
No, yeah, you roll in the other, you roll it into Foundry, so you have your initiative, and then write down
Oh,
the initiative
it
you got.
doesn't let you in Foundry because of there's no combat.
Okay, I will make an encounter. Now you
Oh,
can roll.
mm. Oh,
Oh,
cool,
so you
cool.
should be able to roll 2 then, Julian, right?
Oh.
You have alert, by the way.
Who?
You.
Me? No.
Oh, okay.
I wish I should have taken it. Actually, that's such a. I fucking should have taken alert.
Well then, you will be surprised this round then. Do any of you have alert?
I don't have alert.
Let me see if I have something that makes me immune to it. Nope.
Oh, none of you. Okay.
How long is the session gonna go for, by the way? Just because.
You can just do it after this encounter.
Do
Do you
what?
Oh, okay.
need to go right now?
No, I'll go after this encounter.
Okay.
It's a real encounter. All right, I'm gonna kill all of you guys. You're just not natural. But actually, I want to do that check to see like are they not like are they like in harmony with nature, or are they
Oh,
not?
is that what your earlier roll was?
I wanted to, but then I did a performance first. I wanted to do like a medicine check to see like do they have an
Oh,
illness diagnosed with like what their what their sitch
but you were
is.
trying to physically touch, right?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have to roll initiative, by the way, Julian.
My bad. I'm doing that now. It's just I've been basically jump scared by something else happening in my life that
Oh,
I deal with right after this.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just 23.
Okay.
Yeah, put it manually in your initiative order.
Oh, I didn't realize I could do that manually. Okay, there we go.
Mm. Hey,
All
check you
right.
out. You know.
So, well, the chicken goes
And
first.
now you can click on the order button
Oh,
in the initiative order, so you have it ordered down
I see. There you
on
go.
the other way around. There you
Okay.
go.
Nice. All right. So the chicken takes its turn first because it's a surprise round, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. +3 to hit. 5. Sweet. Does an 18 hit?
Is the chick is the chicken
An
just attacking
18?
her?
No, it doesn't
The
hit.
chicken attempts
I'm
a
a
bite
20, bro. No.
and
I
misses.
like yeah, I laugh it off and I know that they're meant to be sentient and everything like that, but people are animals too. And so I just yeah, I do an animal friendship. Cast that
I
spell.
think it'll be Julian's turn first, actually.
Oh yo shit, yeah, that's right. I'm last,
Uh,
guys, but I will
All
do
right.
that.
Well,
oh,
you hear the sound of a loud sound of a and then maybe perhaps a pecking sound or a biting sound coming in from inside. What do you do?
I.
Um,
By the way, I'm
I.
looking totally giggly. I'm fine. I don't look scared.
Oh, okay. I just wait. Hold my turn.
Okay. Mm,
How do I end my turn then?
The DM does it to pass
Oh,
along to the next one.
okay, that's fine.
It's in the turn order.
I think I did it right.
What do I see from this open window, by the way?
Oh, yeah. So you saw her approach the chicken, and
Yeah.
then the chicken tries to bite. You also see though this pig. It's kind of recoiled at what's going on, and uh, and then he kind of scurries away.
Are they doing animal sounds or what?
The chicken is, but the other ones aren't. The pig, he says, "Oh dear," and he moves away. The frog
Mm.
over here, which you barely see the leg of, you see him jump away. He says, "Oh, I don't want to get involved." You don't see the jelly.
Mm.
The bat, you hear flopping around the floor.
I thought the chicken
Okay,
was the one who told the bat to get out of my hair.
if I attack this thing is going to be toasted so badly. Like for real, for real. So I will hold the moment and see if the druid have a solution that doesn't involve me roasting the chicken.
Okay. And the owl, Alexander.
The owl, the owl will stay will perch on my shoulder and wait as well.
Okay. The chicken tries to bite you again.
Okay, 18. I mean, last time was 18. 20 is what you need. Is that a
And
5?
I rolled a 5. And I miss again.
All right.
And the chicken tries to scurry out.
Okay. So the first thing I do is I grip the chicken the way you would grip a chicken on a farm, which is kind of by like the scruff of its neck. And you're holding it to the back because you want its feet to face away from you. They're the weapon. They're the bit that are gonna fucking get you.
Is that a grapple trick? I think.
Oh, okay. What do I do for grapple?
How does grappling work? Let's see.
Wait, so he's trying to bite me and he's trying to wander off?
Yeah, he tried to bite you
He's
again,
not
and then when
trying.
he realized he just keeps missing,
Oh, if he's
he
trying to
tries
leave,
to
then it's
escape.
chill. Okay, if he's trying to leave, then it's chill. As he escapes, I will probably call out. I'm gonna roll. Well, I'm gonna do the animal. Well, you said he's not an animal, so that's just a waste of a spell. But I think that would work. That's how my character is. She's like, I know this won't, but I think it will. Um, in that case, she's just gonna call out and she's just gonna speak. And she's just like, what was that all about? You could have hurt your beak.
Hmm,
Didn't your mother ever teach you? Be nice to customers. What kind of shop? What are you selling here?
roll intimidation.
Intimidation. I'm not very intimidating. 5 foot old lady. It's a
Advantage.
6. Oh, advantage. Okay, okay. It's a nat 1. No, it's a 6.
6. Oh well, he stops for a second, but then he pays you no mind and he leaves.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let's
Gonna
see.
turn to
It's
the
one,
turn to the
two,
pig. I'm gonna turn
three,
to the pig and say the same thing again. What's that all about?
30. Okay. And then your turn now.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to the pig, what's that all about?
It says, well, they're quite feisty. Probably shouldn't have tried touching him. He's tried biting us before. uh, he was the first one that master kicked out. And the frog speaks up and he says, "Not our master anymore." Yes, that man.
Oh, and she like thinks in her head, she's like, they don't know he's dead. And then she's like, is it, do you think it's okay to have let him wander out like that? He's gonna end up either in a jail or under someone's, well, in someone's oven, I guess.
Yes, what? Well, I mean, there's not much we can do. Uh, we aren't exactly as strong as he is. We dare not speak out too much against him.
Sets a bad example for you and your new kind. Oh well. Uh oh, we're going to an island, that new thing that's just popped up. In fact, it's kind of popped up just as you guys have learned how to talk. You know anything about it?
Yeah, he says. Well, no, not much. We've been cooped up in Master's that man's area for a bit too long. I'm afraid we don't know much about the outside world. Uh,
Oh. Anyways, just like, it's a shame. You guys are so cute, but you're not natural. You probably shouldn't exist. And she leaves.
A kind word for everyone.
Just I'm so yeah. And then she looks at this thing and she says to you guys, she goes, he may be a danger for everyone. Now where's Captain Wormtail?
Are we out of combat or still in combat?
Yeah, I think that's me done.
yeah, I think you're out of combat. The chicken's gonna keep trying to run away, unless you guys want to chase him.
No, not in the
Okay,
mood to
well
chase.
then, we're out of combat then. How do I just that? No.
I think we should
remove
call
all
it a
terms.
day for today.
Yeah.
That would
There we
be
go.
very good for me.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I didn't do as well as I
You did
hoped I would.
fine. It's your first time. It's not an issue.
You have to relax, mate. It's fine. Just relax and then...
Like we're all here to have fun. We're not here to have like a. We're not paying you or
Yeah,
anything. It's
exactly.
free, bro. Like
Yeah, it's a cool
It's
world with cool characters, bro.
yeah, it's really cool.
yeah.
I like it.
If you feel like the pace is somehow off, you'll figure out a way. Just chill. It's
Okay.
not a test. We're not here to test you.
Right. I'm gonna
I
go,
like my
guys. So
character.
Okay.
I do really have to go.
Look, I
Yeah.
can talk
I'll
now.
see you guys tomorrow, though. I'm very excited for tomorrow's
Oh
session.
yeah.
Woohoo!
Oh
Uh,
Jesus! Right.
You need a
Oh yeah, I'm
session.
getting my things. Ah, yeah.
okay.
All right. Well,
Bye, guys.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed it. At least.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes, I did.
Okay.
And
Oh,
I'm sorry if I went a bit too long on the role play with the encounter with the noble. So
No, great.
I enjoyed it. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed all the role playing.
Hey. I'm sorry my character was so delayed because that held up a lot of it. Like, let's be honest, that was the 2 hours at the beginning. So that's the biggest reason that it dragged there.
hey, it's the first time that is being organized, and there has to be some things. I'm pretty sure that